So I have everything diced. I have onions, carrots, celery, some rosemary that's fresh. It's a wonderful smell in the winter. Oregano, dried oregano, pepper, and then just a dash of salt. Remember, because this was in a brine already, so a lot of the dripping itself is going to have salt. If there's not enough salt in my gravy, I can add some, but if there's too much, then I'm in trouble. So I'm just going to put the turkey back into the pan. Probably going to put some butter over it just for now. I'll do a glaze later on, and it'll be ready to go. The oven is at 350, and it's probably going to have to cook for 4 hours. So the first hour, I'm just going to leave it like this. Hour number 2, I'm going to cover it for 2 hours, and then the last hour is when I put the glaze. So the reason why I cover it is that it stays really, really moist. If you don't want to put the stuffing inside your turkey, there's a lot of people who don't want stuffing inside the turkey. I get it. I personally prefer to have it stuffed, but you know, to each his own. But anyway, so if you're not, and I'm not going to stuff it this time around, I'll do the stuffing on the side. But if you don't stuff your turkey, don't leave the cavity like this hollow while you're cooking, because all the heat is going to go in there, and while it's going to cook faster, what's going to happen is that all of your breast here is going to get dried. So what I do when the cavity is open like this, I'm going to fill it up with a whole bunch of leftover vegetables that I have from my dicing. So I have all of the branches from the celery. Just put it right in there with some rosemary and oregano, that's fresh. And then I put some onions and some oranges. Because what it does is that it's going to keep the moisture and it fills it up. See, that's it. That's all you got to do, right? And then here, you just close this here, this way and this way, and you're just ready to put it in the oven. I just want to make sure I get it straight. Now, I'm not going to tie it up, because if you remember, I cut the end of the legs, and I'll show you why at the end. Once it's cooked, I'm just going to leave it like this, put a little bit of butter over it, and that's just about it. I'm starting the turkey stock. Yep, because that's what I'm using as the liquid for my gravy. Put a little bit of olive oil in there. I have onion, carrot, celery, and I'm going to add a little bit of fresh herbs. It's going to roast a little bit, just a tiny bit, give it a little bit of flavor. Add some water to it, salt, pepper, and just, you know, let it boil. And then I'm going to add the turkey gizzard and the turkey neck and the turkey heart. That's it. Alright, the gizzard, you got to make sure you remove as much fat as possible. I still have a little bit here, but it was really, really covered. Just throw it in there. I got my neck. Remember, I kept one tip of one wing, and the heart goes in there. The liver, I'm going to grill. That's going to be something I eat for myself because nobody likes it, and I love it. I'm just bringing the flavors right now. That's what I'm doing, really. Time to salt and pepper. Again, not too much salt. You're better off adding salt later on than having too much salt and not being able to get rid of it. That's it. Give it another stir. It smells delicious. Oops. I'm going to leave it like this for about 5 minutes, and then I'll add the water. And that's it. Alright, good 40 minutes. turkey's been in for an hour, I'm going to cover it with as much foil as I can, because even though it's already got some kind of gold on it, I want to keep it nice and moist. Yeah. Hot, hot, hot. Okay. Now, before I do anything with my stock, I need to skim it. So I'm gonna get a spoon and a bowl and just grab, you know, whatever. I mean, you can't possibly get all of the oil. You just can't. So the goal here is to remove as much as you can, because you don't want the gravy to be too fattening and too, I don't know, like too oily, I guess. And then I'm also using the stock for the bread, for the cornbread stuffing. And that too, you don't want to have it too soggy and oily. Best way to do this is to wait for it to completely cool down, but really I don't have time. So I'm just doing double the work. It smells so good. I could just drink this as a soup, really. There we go. Perfect turkey stock. Now what do you do with all this stuff? Well, you could eat it as is, to be honest, because there's the heart in there that's just delicious, and you could throw it away, or you could you know, put it in a rice, I guess, to flavor a rice. But what I'm going to do is probably keep it and put it into my dripping pan to add even more flavor to the gravy, and that way I don't feel like I'm wasting any food. See, I have my pieces right here. Right here, and the neck, this is the wing, the heart, and then my liver is still over there. I didn't grill it yet. Alright, so let's take the turkey out. I still have 12 minutes to go, but that's alright because it's going to keep on cooking anyway. Let's see what this bird looks like. Ooh, it's beautiful. You see the color? Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And it smells wonderful. Look at this turkey. Amazing. And since my oven is hot, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the muffins in. Bam, 15 minutes. Here's the bird. Look at this beautiful golden color. It looks beautiful. Yum. It's a little bit brown, but that's okay. I'll have a dark brown gravy. It's not burnt, it's caramelized. Nice! What do you think?
Where did that come from?
Oh, would you stop it? Smells good?
It smells good.
Alright. I'm getting hungry. Now, before I present my turkey, I'm going to remove all the tendons. That's the reason why I cut the end of the leg, right? So you go in there, and with pliers you grab all of those bones, see, like these, put them to the side, and there's a bunch of them, see, like this one right here. And the reason why you do that is because for people like me who absolutely love dark meat, you want to be able to just eat your turkey and not have to worry about those. The problem is finding them. Here's another one. No, that's meat. There's another one right here. There we go. See that? Alright, next leg. I got one right here. Let me try the turkey. Oh wow, tastes delicious. Okay, there's a big one right here. Oop, it's hot. Another one here. See those? These are all like tendons and hard bones that you want to remove. I can't get to that one. Alright, well, I guess that one was set up. There's one here at the bottom. There we go. There we go. Got it. Alright. See, these are all the pieces of tendons and little bones that I removed from the leg. So that's the reason why you cut the end of the turkey's leg. Alright, I have my turkey platter with some kale on it. I'm ready to transfer my turkey on this, and once it's done I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil and we're done with the turkey. And there we go. It's almost too big for the platter. Alright, that's that. I'm not even going to put some, I was going to put some oranges for garnish, but I'm not going to bother with that. Nice and juicy. It's super, super tender. Beautiful. I'm going to remove some of the fat that's in my dripping pan. I'm just going to use the baster to do that. I'm not going to remove all of it, but I need to remove some of this fat because this is very oily and I don't want my gravy to be too oily. Then it's like it feels slippery, it's not good. I'm probably going to have to deglaze this with the stock and then mix it well with the blender. And at that point we'll thicken it with a little bit of cornstarch. So I removed about, let me see, 1 cup worth of oil from the pan. I'm going to set that aside. I have my 2 burners on. I'm going to deglaze this with the rest of the turkey stock. Just put it right in. And I'm pretty much doing the same thing. I'm going to scrape all of the bottom. The only difference here is that I'm going to add a dash of wine. Now I forgot to buy white wine, so we're going to have to go with red wine. That's alright. Don't forget to add the other stuff that you have left over from the stock, minus the big spring right here, because that's good stuff. And we don't want to waste anything. It's going to take a while. I have to bring it to a boil and reduce it. Just got a regular, this is from Ohio actually. It's a regular red wine. I'm only going to put a little bit. That's it. I don't want too much of the taste of wine. This is not boiling yet. Better wait. So we got some serious deglazing and reduction going on here. I'm just going to let it reduce. I don't want it too liquid. Right? It's not burning, but the flavor is just amazing because I added just a tiny dash of wine. I'm getting the taste of it, but all the alcohol is evaporating, or distilling rather. A piece of bone right here, I need to get rid of that. Reduce the heat a little bit. It's almost done. I'm going to strain my gravy. I have a strainer and a large pot. You don't want the strainer to be bigger than the pot because the stuff is liquid gold and you don't want it to spill on the outside of your bowl. I brought my pan over to make it easier and just go ahead and strain the whole thing. And you want to mash it a little bit. I'm going to keep some vegetable to the side though, because when I make it thicker, I'm definitely going to want to have little bits of vegetables in it. I'm going to squish the whole thing. I don't want to lose any part of it. Okay. Remove the neck and the wing, gizzard, a piece of heart right here. Where's the rest? I can't find it. I'm gonna go ahead and pump the whole thing in. It's hot. There we go. Alright, set aside. I'm going to transfer everything back in. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of chicken stock and then just a tiny bit, maybe 2 tablespoons of corn flour, and then I'm going to stir it until it thickens and my gravy will be done. Alright, you don't put the corn flour directly into it or the cornstarch. You kind of mix it a little bit first into a bowl. And like I said, I'm just doing 2. That's it. Okay. Now I get a wooden spoon and we're going to stir until it thickens.